Welcome back to Middlefield Custom Sawmill. Today on the mill we have a giant white oak. And there's my sister. What are you doing here?
Checking for spiders.
Oh, okay.
Standing a safe distance away.
This is a big log. Yeah. I mean, you can see where it comes up to here. So at this end, it's a 30-inch diameter. Down at that end, it's 36 inches wide, which is probably not going to fit through the saw completely. I may have to do some jerry rigging to get that to go through. It's got some rocks in it too, I see. That just had character, I guess. But this is a big white oak, and I am going to slab this thing out because at this end you can see branch, main tree, branch on top. It should have some great figure, and down the other end it's got a branch, should have some great figure for a white oak. I did have to do some trimming with the chainsaw. I hate doing that, but hey, it was too big. Yeah, I had to use the gas chainsaw. Oh look, I can put that down. But yeah, it's a big log.
Thank you. Okay, watch me not move anything.
Go ahead.
Oh, hey, I got it to slide a little.
Yeah, come around.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. One end then the other. Do I try to flip it or?
I'd come around this side and just pull it.
Okay.
Told you I'm not moving these slabs by hand.
Pardon?
Nothing.
Thought you made some disparaging comment.
No, I wouldn't do that.
Yeah, I know. If you can't pick on your siblings, what else can you pick on?
Good job.
All right.
Oh no. I have to go stick hunting.
Uh-oh.
No problem. Watch this. As you know, there are sticks everywhere.
You keep spares on the ground. Huh?
Well, that's the nice thing about supporting your industry. You can just make a new one. Oh, look, the rain filled it up. That's how much rain we got.
There was a lot. All right, I got to stand out of range of the water. Which way are you throwing?
Across.
Let me stand behind you. Hang on.
All right, so here's the end of the log. You can see we got a branch coming in there. I got to get up on this thing now. Oh yeah, there we go. That's better. And it looks like there's some bug holes. At least I think those are bug holes. So the log, I guess it's been down for a while. I've had it about 4 months. But for a first cut, it sure is looking promising. We didn't really get into all the wood. I mean, you can see we missed the whole side of the log so far. But we're getting there. All right, here's the latest cut. I don't know what that is, but it's cool. It's like a spider knot.
Maybe it's a spider from before got inside.
Could be, yeah.
Wasn't quite that big, but pretty close.
This is pretty straight for this part here. Sorry about the shadows, but it's the sun. It's not me. There's some medullary rays in there. I don't know if you can see them. There they are. And then we got a knot. And we have another knot and a bark inclusion and some really nice squigglies. There's another spider knot there. So it's a pretty typical white oak. It's just the beginnings of a crotch here.
Go back here, take a look at the colors.
The camera's not going to pick up. Yeah, it's not going to pick up the red.
All right, I'll get some with mine. That should pick up the colors from
You
here.
can see it a little bit. But yeah, it's oak. Here's one end of the log. And there's all the way down to the other end. So that's about a 12-foot log. I didn't measure the length, did I?
No.
All right, we're back and it's the next day. And we've got this giant log here. So we're gonna finish slabbing this up and see what's inside it. You can see right here a little bit of crotch figure. The next slab should be about there, which is going to be a lot better. That'll be closer to the piths. So let's get to it. This smells so good.
I got sawdust in my eyes yesterday, so I'm wearing a shield today. Evidence of muddy footprints.
stuck on the bark right at the end. Right here. This.
Oh, the edge of the mill.
Yeah.
Nope. Not even a chance.
Okay, you just be the cameraman.
I will. Let's get a better view, not his butt.
Oh, yeah. Pretty wood.
I love watching the clouds of sawdust.
Quarter sawn oak. Alright, let me get that out of the way.
Can't see anything.
Alright, let's see what this one looks like. Alright, we're starting at the crotch end because of the shadows. There you can see a nice oak crotch with feathering. And then there's quarter sawn. As we go down this way, there's more figure over here. Trying to get a good shot of it, but that's really wild stuff. Okay, and as we go down, we get a couple knots. There's one there. There's another one there. They're solid. And we keep going. There's another knot. There's the ray fleck. You can see that showing up pretty good. And then over here, I'm not sure what that is, but it's three-dimensional. So that's pretty cool. And in here, there's white ray fleck in the sapwood. That's pretty cool. And then we go down here. There's the end of the log. Oh yeah.
Here.
Yep, definitely not stick certified.
Yeah, I was thinking a scraper might be better.
Traitor.
I know how to push your buttons too. That's for the sawdust on
Austin
my head.
made me use a scraper.
That
It's
was-
like using a bucket for the water, yeah.
It was for the sawdust on my head the other day.
She saw the video clip.
I bet you it's a little warped here. No.
Nope, it's flat. So there's the crotch. Which, I mean, you can see the ray fleck right next to it. It looks pretty cool. And then as we come down this way, there's these knots. And I hope you can see the ray fleck there. Maybe I got it more like that. There you go, now you can see it.
You filming me filming the
Yeah.
wood grain? Oh, that's so pretty.
Oh yeah, and this is just the rest of the log. I mean, there is some cool stuff. You know, there's another kind of little crotch figure down here. Didn't have enough water for all of it, but there's that sapwood ray fleck. We're gonna explode you across the streams. I'm going to take the top piece off, and then I'll just do the rest of the cuts, which is probably like 2. It's 14 inches there, so if I go down to 12, I can get 4 3-inch slabs. I don't like that at all. I'm only going to get 2 slabs, or 3 slabs.
George, 3 slabs? He's gonna get 3. Alright, what do I do?
Well, first we got to get it off the hook.
Yeah, I don't think I'm...
Wow! Yeah! And this is the little one.
Nope. I don't stand a chance.
Come on. Yeah, oak is heavy. All right, so here's the second slab. The bottom one there, that little one, it looked just like this. So here's the slab. It's got a lot of real cathedral-like grain to it. Then it's got this long straight section here. And then it's got this gorgeous spider knot. I love those. They look so cool, and there's ray fleck around the edges. I think you can see that. And then over there, there's a bark inclusion. And we got a little more cathedral pattern and a little straight and a little knot right there. And then over here, I don't know why it's discolored like that. I mean, that might be the air getting to it, but there's another one of those knots with all the lines that come out, and And then at the edge, you can see there were still some bugs. So these are definitely going to have to be heated up good and hot to cure them. Make sure there's nothing living in them. But you got white oak here, you got pin oak cookies there, and we got one more slab. You can see this black on here? So we haven't thrown water on. Beth is getting some more water. That's from sitting on the forks, on the metal forks. It immediately discolors it. It just, oak and metal do not go together. So when I flip this over, or if I were to flip it over, you would see where the forks are, there'll be 2 black marks. Fortunately, it's only surface deep, so. Yeah, you're not really water certified either.
I am not, no. I'm gonna use 2 hands.
Well, get up here and finish getting this part.
I'll get there in a second.
Good. Now I'll go back down there and get it again. Alright, so this is the best piece of oak crotch that we got. It's really long too. That goes all the way down to there. So here, I'll put my foot there.
Oh sure, put your muddy footprints on.
That's long. That is a long crotch. And then of course, you know, there's ray fleck along the edges. As we go down this way, there's another spider knot there. There's ray fleck over there. There's really big ray fleck there. There's, oh, fork fleck. Look at that.
And here's the other interesting bit. There's all these white bits.
This is the part I like right here. This is all ray fleck. This is all quarter sawn. That's really pretty. And over on that side you can see even more. I mean, it goes all the way right out through the sapwood.
But here you've got all these white flecks. What are those?
I don't know.
I thought they were dirt, but they're not.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
They're inside. Maybe they're insects.
No, could be ray fleck. There's another one of those knots. Those are so cool. So that's the third slab. This was the bottom slab that we had just cut. That was the next one up, and that was the top one down there on the bottom. So I got to stack this on here, and then I got to go find the others and stack them and strap it, and I'll come back and show it to you once that's done.
Don't turn it off. Explain to me. Put it on that thing there, and explain to me how you got muddy footprints on the underside of the slab. How did you do that?
Where's my footprint?
There, that muddy stuff.
That's from the forks.
Oh, okay. All right.
That's. Didn't you hear me say that's fork fleck?
That's what you meant. Okay.
Oh yeah. That is a happy log. Are you happy? He's not talking to me. Hello?
Can we go see the Orion mill again? She was cute.
Really?
Yeah, I like her.
Oh, the Orion slave girl sawmill. Okay. Yeah, we'll go back and see her. Star Trek fans, you know.